Hi, my name is Gbenga Ajilore, Chief Economist for the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, and I want to talk about GDP, Gross Domestic Product. What exactly is it, and what does the latest data tell us about the state of the U.S. economy? First off, GDP measures the total value of goods and services produced within a country. An important note, there are three estimates of GDP reported for each quarter: the initial estimate, a second revised estimate, and a third final estimate. This month is the initial estimate for quarter four of 2025, which was 1.4%. Here's how that compares to the most recent quarterly GDP numbers. If you're wondering why the initial fourth quarter GDP estimate was lower than previous quarters, there are several reasons, but one main factor was the long government shutdown towards the end of last year, which limited economic activity from the government because furloughed workers don't contribute to government output, and the government itself significantly reduces its spending. We now know that annual GDP growth for 2025 was 2.2%, which is lower than 2024, which was 2.8%. This, along with other recently released data, tells us a few things. First, consumer spending, which is an important factor in economic growth, has been somewhat strong throughout the year despite labor market weakness and rising inflation concerns. That said, this robust spending has been driven by high-income households, and the price of consumer goods was likely still a deterrent for low to moderate income households this past year. Business investment has increased, but largely due to growing investment in artificial intelligence, in particular the construction of data centers. Remember, this is just the first estimate for Q4 GDP and 2025 GDP. The final revised estimate will come later this year, but the bottom line is we are seeing a divergence in the economy between moderate economic growth and a less strong labor market paired with concerns about rising prices.